What's poppin', y'all? I'm here. Y'all see me. It's been some people telling me you need to make a video. How you do your makeup, how you do your brows, da-da-da-da-da, you need da-da-da-da-da. I'm here. And I'm letting y'all know I'm here to stay. You guys, I have so much in store. I'm so excited just to bring y'all along this journey with me because it's just, we gonna be lit. That's all I gotta say, period. But for today's video, I'm gonna be doing my everyday makeup routine. I'm gonna show y'all how I do my brows, how I just snatch my face together. So, without further ado, let's get into the video, period. So the first thing that I do are the brows, period. I love my brows. My brows are my everything. To fill in my brows, I use my e.l.f. Dip Brow. You can get this from Walmart, honey, for $4. And I have Anastasia, but I'd rather use this because it just do something for me. Like, I like this. The first thing I do is I like to brush my eyebrows out just so that they're all going in the same direction. And then I just outline my brow. But first, let me put some product on here because... So, I like to create my own brow. You see, this is not how my natural brow looks. I extend her, I like it. I like my eyebrows dark. I don't like them black, but I like them dark. And now I'm brushing them out just so it can have that gradient fade effect in the front. This is the most important part. You need to conceal the brows because without concealing your brows, they're not gonna look as defined as they need to be. And they need to be defined because it's just not giving just filtered brows. I'm sorry. I love my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. Get you some. I've been using this concealer for years and it has yet to do me wrong. Get you some Tarte. Thank you. You gotta be real precise with the concealer because if not, mess up. You're gonna have great eyebrows and it's definitely not giving great brows. It's just not. Like, don't do that. Please don't. Boom. Like, there you have it. Another freaking brow. You see her. And I like to use, this is just a regular brush just to blend her out. Okay. I'm gonna do the other brow off camera because the brows are done, period. And my next step is I outline my hairline. Yes, I outline my hairline. And I don't care, because you're gonna check me. So I just take my little brush and I use my Born This Way concealer. I only use this concealer instead of the Shape Tape because this one is more closer to my skin color. So what I do is I just create my line and I just be skating. I be skating through my hairline. Real for real though. Just skate through here. Then I just blend her out with the same brush that I blend my eyebrows out with, just so it'd be easier for me when I put my foundation on, so I could blend it in and make it look as natural as possible. That's the goal, because I don't need people like, back up. My next step is primer. And I use 2 different primers. I like for my skin to look extra snatched and smooth. So the first one I use is the Lancome LA Base Pro. And I just put her all over my face. And then I use my Smashbox Crystallized Primer. And this just gives me like, it gives me like a glow, like you'll see. I just like how it just makes my face glow. I like to let her sit. And while I let her sit, I'll go and clean my Beauty Blender. But for the sake of the video, my Beauty Blender is already clean. Please clean your Beauty Blender. And this is crucial. You need to make sure your Beauty Blender is clean every time you apply your makeup. And I'm not talking about just running the Beauty Blender under water or just spraying it with your setting spray. Nah, cool. Get that soap and stop playing. Get that soap, because if you just keep using the Beauty Blender with all that dirt, bacteria, like, poo. Make sure you clean her off, because after I clean my Beauty Blender off, I go ahead with my setting spray. This is my Urban Decay All Nighter Spray. With her, she looked the same all day. Like, I did my makeup at 7 in the morning and 10 p.m. She was still there. She was still talking. She was like, hey. I like to put on as like primer as well. So for real, I mean 3 primers, but hey, like I said, who gonna check me? Thank you. So the foundation that I use, I love this foundation, y'all. This is the Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation. I'm in the color Maple. So I just put her on my hand right here, my arm, my hand. Dip my Beauty Blender in her, and then just pounce her over my face. This gives me better than skin, but skin, like, that's why I love this foundation. It's just so amazing. It is a little expensive, but it's worth it, honestly. Like, it really is worth it. Like, you just see how she looks, like. And when I be blending, y'all, I be blending forever. Like, I make sure she is blended to the T. My next step will be my concealer. I like to use my Born This Way concealer, and I conceal my under eyes. Just glide her over the eyes. I don't put a whole bunch, just, you know, just a good little bit. Then I put it on my nose, my Cupid's bow, and right on my chin. And I like to let her sit for a second, just to give me the extra coverage. When you let your concealer sit, it puts that extra coverage right on your face, and you're gonna see it. Thank me later. So now that I let my concealer sit for about 2 minutes, I start from the inside, well, not the inside, the outside, and I just blend it. And I feel like this just makes it easier for me to kind of control how much I keep in the inside rather than letting it spread out. Then I take this brush and I blend out my nose. So now what I do is I use my Shape Tape and I just apply her in the corner just a little bit. You know, she's lighter than the Born This Way, so just put her in there just to give my face the highlighted effect, like in the corner. You see what I'm talking about? But ultimately, it blends out like really smoothly. I like to double my concealers because I like the way it looks. Like, it gives me that extra coverage. Like, the Born This Way is so skin-like, but I like to have that. I like to put the Access concealer right on my forehead. Like I said, keep blending. For setting powder, I use 2 different setting powders. I like to use my Too Faced Born This Way It's in the color Translucent. I like to use that on everywhere that I put my concealer in. And then I use my Fenty setting powder in the color Honey, and I put that everywhere else. To start off, I'm gonna open my Too Faced up. Put her on a beauty blender and blow her off. And put on here. And I like to kind of like to blend my setting powder into my face instead of like letting it bake. I'm not really a fan of baking because it just dries my skin out, like, and I don't like that. So I'm just pouncing her on there. I blow off my setting powder off my beauty blender because when you just cake her on like that, it makes your face look real cakey. And since I did apply a little bit of concealer on here, I put a little bit of Translucent on here. And then take the Fenty setting powder in the color Honey, and then I take just a regular face brush, dip her in there, shake her, and then just apply her everywhere else, all around. And I use this color around my whole face just because that it is a lighter color and it won't look like real ashy all over my face. Now that I have applied my setting powder all throughout my face, I take my Anastasia contour kit and I like to use this color right here. This color right here with this angle contour brush, and I like to contour right here. Yo, I'm a heavy contour. I love contour. It's like my favorite thing ever. And you know, just make sure I'm staying right over here. You gotta do circular motions with your contour. And I like to bring her all the way down just so my face can have that. You see the difference that it makes when I do this? Like, you see it's more than this, like, it's just really this way. You see her really like that. So then I do the same thing to the other side. And I do the same thing to my forehead. That's the forehead contour. Now to my favorite part, I'm gonna contour my nose. Y'all, I love snatching the nose together. Growing up, my nose was a big insecurity for me. I always told myself I wanted to get my nose done, but now that I'm older, I'm less insecure about my nose because I can't do nothing about it, and it's really not that bad. I think I just have to grow into my nose, and it's just not giving getting my nose done because I just feel like if I get my nose done, my face is just gonna look unproportioned, and I'm fine. I'm gonna just keep contouring my nose. Thank you. So I just make sure my nose looks as skinny as possible when I do this. Making a straight line. I really feel like it snatches my face together. This is my favorite part. So after I'm finished contouring, I like to go back in with my Shape Tape. And I go in with this brush again, and I just put a little bit on there just to define the middle some more because it kind of got lost in the sauce. The nose is snatched, honey. I take my beauty blender and I use this side and I dip it in my Fenty setting powder just to chisel my contour line. It kind of gets lost, like down here. You can't really like tell. And then I like to blend her out again with this brush. I'm going to highlight my face. And what I use to highlight my face is, excuse it, she's a little dirty, my Artist Couture Diamond Glow Powder. Y'all, this right here, baby, I've been using her for years. Get you some Artist Couture. Thank you. So I dip my little brush like this into it, and then just to give me more shine, I spray my brush with setting spray. So spray her, and then contour on there. Since she's a loose powder, you can't sweep her because then it's just gonna be like a whole bunch of loose powder like all on your face. I used to love over highlighting and just really putting mad highlight on my face, but now I'm more calm with it, you know? I don't like to put too much highlight on. Looking like a walking highlighter. Just a little bit, just so it's like, oh, you see her, she there. To highlight my brow bone and my nose, I use a skinnier brush to put in there. Just do the same thing over again. I live for a nose highlight. Live for a nose highlight. Like when you see my face, oh, you see my nose, you gonna see her. I put her right here on the Cupid's bow. Then I put her on my chin. Not too much on the chin. And then I put just a little bit on my forehead. Not too much, but just a little bit, just to, you know, brighten her up. I put a second highlighter on. I like the Becca, what is this called? The Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector, and this is in the color Seco Pop. Just to add a little. Hoes be going overboard. Like, what's wrong with me? I like to put my setting spray on once again for the last time. For my mascara, I use the Tarte Lights Camera Splash. The last step is putting on lip gloss because, poo, you can go nowhere without your lip gloss, period. And thank you guys so much for watching my video, and y'all gonna see more of me, I promise, period. It's only up from here. Bye, y'all.